Hey guys, Bryce Tubbs here. I just want to come to you today about how to just really about marketing your bookkeeping services. Okay, so this is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. So it's funny, I have so many different books just kind of littered around my space because all I do all day is either talk to my staff accountants and run my accounting firm, or I'm talking to people about how to get more money for their accounting or their bookkeeping business. And it's just funny. It's like I literally get paid to learn and just to improve every single day. And that's part of the reasons why I started the coaching or mentorship program. A lot of people ask me that question, why not just grow your accounting firm to $1 million a year? And it's like, well, maybe I just don't want to do that. Maybe I like marketing more. Maybe I like sales more. Maybe I like learning more. Maybe I like, making these YouTube videos. I know that for my accounting firm, I don't have to do any videos, but I really enjoy being in front of camera. So that's a main reason why we do the mentorship program. In addition to being able to help people out, it's crazy. A lot of people don't really understand the satisfaction you get when one of your students literally goes they start day number 1, then by day number 3 they have a $14,000 cleanup. That actually no, Asia had a $4,000 cleanup, and then she had a $14,000 cleanup on top of that. The same person had 2 businesses, and she found that within 3 days of working with me. That's $18,000 in 3 days. Now, I'm not promising that you're gonna get $18,000 in 3 days if you work with me inside of my mentorship program. 3 days is a really short time period. But it's just one of those things where it's just that's really satisfying, because then she comes in, she just tells everybody about it. That builds my reputation inside of the industry and just everywhere. Every single time that you get someone who says something positive about you, it 10x's your life, and 10x's your business. And whatever business you're going to be doing in the future, having a strong network of people who support you and believe in you and are thankful for your help and your existence, that's really why we do this stuff, right? The money's good, yeah, but the satisfaction is better. The just name recognition, the household name, and just the fact that the more people I help out, the more they tell people about me. And pretty soon I'm gonna be at a place where all I do is YouTube, they end up paying you a certain amount of money for a certain amount of views. And if I can get my audience to 10,000 people, 20,000 people who are all in the same field, I can get money just from just giving free videos out to you guys. So that's gonna be really cool. But you can't do that unless you're helping people out. It's just one of those things. Kind of back to the video. Sorry, I was a little bit of a tangent, but back to the video. So, marketing your booking business. Now, number 1, partnerships make the dream work way faster. Whenever I have a student and they go from let's say they have 1 client and they're making maybe $1,000 a month, and then all of a sudden you see a testimonial, it's they made $9,600 per month, or they're at $9,600 per month in 10 days or 12 days or 25 days. It's generally because we have a really strong partnership development process. And what I mean by that is partnerships. There are certain business owners, both online and in your local area, where they've been in business for anywhere between 5 years to 40 years. People like lawyers, financial advisors, business consultants, web designers. And their entire business model is made off of getting money from people who could end up being a bookkeeper or CFO or accounting person's clients, right? They're working with business owners. So if you can go and get with the people who are already in demand, the lawyer that's really, really big in your city, the web designer who's the go-to person, the financial advisor who's routinely meeting with millionaires and multimillionaires, if you can get them in your good graces and they actually like you, they send money to you so frequently and so quickly. It doesn't have to take a long time. You just need to be able to actively go and look for the right partnerships. Now, if you don't know how to do that, that is a very really detailed module we have inside of working with me. Is not only am I going to show you how to do it, what to say, where to go, what are the resources you need to give them, I also have recorded calls of myself and other students where they talk about what it took on the call, what the sales call looked like, how the sales call actually went, what it's like to actually work with them, so you know exactly what to expect and you don't go in there blind. So therefore, that's why a lot of the students you hear they get clients so quickly and so consistently. It's because our close rates on these calls are anywhere between getting the partnership is really easy, but I'm talking about like once they send you the referrals, we close anywhere between 50 to 80% of the people we speak to on our target consultation at our target price point. So no matter what our price is, because of the way that we do our presentation, we do our structure, we get the right partners who are already like we get the right partners who are already charging premium prices, so the people they send you are used to paying like the highest top dollar for stuff because they see money more as an investment, and they invest in quality help rather than just going looking for the cheapest thing possible, right? So it's just crazy. But if you want help with that, and you want to know exactly what you need to do rather than trying to like figure this stuff out yourself by watching a million YouTube videos, I recommend you go ahead and click on the link inside the description below below this video. It's going to take you to a link that can, you know, book a call on my calendar. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions, fill it out to the best of your ability so I know exactly where you're starting out, and when we hop on the call, we can just jump directly into how we're going to work together, and we're going to be able to make as much money as possible together in the shortest time period possible. So if that's you, I'll see you on the call. But yeah, partnerships, if I only had one thing that I could do, and like let's say that I lost all my money, you guys dropped me off like in a random place, my Facebook got hacked, my LinkedIn got hacked, and I had to start over my audience from zero. How would I do it? I would literally go and I would just get partnerships. That'd be number one. Okay? So that's marketing. That's the first thing about marketing. Number two, when I'm thinking about growing my business, I'm looking for about minimum 3 lead sources. I'm looking for one that is active that I can actively control. Okay, when I say actively control, it means I can go and spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours per week or per day, depending on how much time I have, and I can be able to go and build relationships with business owners. For example, Melissa, she got 3 clients last week. How did she get 3 clients last week? Because she has a very strong LinkedIn presence. Now that LinkedIn presence, you know, it did take, you know, a matter of weeks to go and build, but when she has it, all we do is we run message campaigns, or we start a new conversation, and we just check in with the people to see if it's a better time for us to talk, to see if we can help them out. And oftentimes when you do that correctly, and when you build that relationship and you have the right content structure that's in place, then people start reaching out to you asking, hey, I saw you do this service. Can you also do this service? Hey, you know, I have a bookkeeper in place, but that bookkeeper just kind of left. Are you ready to go? Hey, my current CPA is kind of ignoring me. Anywhere you can help me out? And it's so easy because they just told you their biggest concern, their biggest problem, and they're not trying to waste time. They need help ASAP. Now, once that happens, you just invite them to the call. It's very easy, right? And once you get this thing automated, like for example, Melissa, not only does she have it automated so she can actively find the right people, but then she has one of my VAs inside of there, and the VA basically is just like scheduling the calls for her. So last month she did 5 calls total. She got 3 clients. She only invited, so only did five sales calls, got 3 clients, 60% close rate. Can't beat that, man. Especially when you're getting clients for like anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 per month. And she's gonna probably, I predict that she can be at $15,000 a month in top line revenue by probably the next 2 to 3 months. Just keep up that same exact pace, keep moving. And yeah, man, I'm super excited for her. But that's the active channel. The 2 passive channels. So passive channel number 1, again, is partnerships. Number 2 is you need to know how to start getting social media to start referring people to you. This is a really, really, really hidden trait, right? If you know how to do what's called copywriting is like there's copy on your website, and then you're basically writing it. It's basically just what are the words and phrases that you're using to really pinpoint someone's exact problems and concerns that gets them to be like, oh my gosh, this person can help me out. This is the person to help me solve my problems that I'm going through. When you become a master at that, people literally will just find their way to your profile, and then once they're there, then they start filling out, like, you just literally get calls booked on your calendar where the person like fills it out on your calendar. And it's just crazy to kind of see that happen. But it's also really easy to close because if the person comes to you on their own accord and they've actually like filled out the form, they've taken the time to choose a time, they are watching all the stuff you send them after they fill out your form, they're really, really educated, and they really are bought into your process, and it makes it very easy for you to convert them. So if I you know, like had more time and I just said, hey, you know, the first tip with the partnerships was what I would do if I had 30 days and my bills were all being due and I had $0. Now this, step number 2 with the 1 active channel and the 2 passive channel, this is what we're doing for a year. So we look back at the end of the year and we've collected, you know, 6 figures. This is really what it is, guys. passive, your partnerships are just kicking, they're firing, they're shooting new people at you, they're moving, they really like you, and you're growing those passive partnerships. And like, you know, you don't need a huge amount of those passive partnerships. For me, I personally like to go and try and find about 1 to 3 new partnerships per week. But that's because I'm trying to get to 7 figures, right? I'm trying to get to 7 figures. For the average person who's trying to get more like 6 figures, maybe they're trying to make 120, 150, 200, 250,000 per year. Like you guys only need probably like 5 good referral partners, right? 5 good referral partners, 1 passive channel, 1 active channel that you have the scale to just grow and get to about, you know, 1,000 people who are interested in your service. That's really all you need, and you're never gonna have to worry about money again. But just kind of speaking for maybe the person watching who they're trying to go to like $50,000 per month. That's what really we're shooting for. We're trying to just grow as many of these partnerships as possible. Yeah, that's basically the 2 big steps to marketing your bookkeeping business, right? Because like in this whole journey, it's crazy. I'm kind of like in a reflective mode since I took like a day off yesterday, and you know, just kind of relaxing and enjoying myself. It's like this whole process, you can really make it whatever you want to make it. If you just get good at marketing and sales. It's really, if you get good at 3 skills, so there's 3 skills you need in order to be able to make 6 figures. There's 2 more skills you need if you want to get to like 50,000 a month. So let's just say you're just trying to get 6 figures, right? You need to make sure your pricing is just amazing. Most people, when I talk to them, like they like charge like $150 a month, or they charge like $10 an hour, or they have like 1,000,000 hours but only making $1,000 a month, and they just ran out of time, right? Because the pricing's off. Right? Once you fix your pricing, the second most important thing is sales, right? Because if you can get good at sales, it's going to fix a lot of your pricing, because you can always on the sales call just raise your price by like 10%, 20%, 30%, even double your existing price that you wanted to come into the call with, right? So sales is really key, right? The ability to be able to inspire action from somebody and just really show how you can help them out on a very consistent basis. That is the #1 superpower that 99% of people in America don't have. If you can learn that skill, you never have to worry about money, because there's always another person who you could potentially sell to. Right? A lot of people think it's marketing. They think that if they just go and get the magic lead, they find the right person, then everything else is going to get taken care of. And you know, in some cases that is true. If you go run into the right person who's going to pay you $8,000 a month, and your goal is like $8,000 a month, then yeah, then you just need a marketing. But if you're trying to grow a sustainable business where it's not based on 1 client, it's based on 2 clients, 3 clients, 4 clients, it's diversified, so if 1 client falls off, your income doesn't drop dramatically, then you need to get good at sales. Okay, and sales, some people are afraid of it. All I can say is, like, we have a lot of videos on sales inside of this channel, inside of this platform, and you know, don't make it a bigger deal than what it is. It's just connecting with a friend, showing how you can help, and then making an offer for someone to give you some money. Now, we do have a structured process inside of my my program, because I did pay a lot of money to learn how to do sales. It is very simple for me now, but I mean, I've done so much sales training. Like even this book is like sales, right? Just learning sales, just learning how to do stuff, and always refreshing my skills, making sure that we can keep making as much money as possible. But that's basically it, guys. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned a lot. Now, if you want some help growing your business, like you're tired of banging your head against the wall, maybe you haven't gotten started yet, and it's because like you just don't know what you don't know, but you really want to. If you want some freedom in your life, you want to be able to go and make some money, control your income, control where you're spending your time, with who you're spending your time, where in the world you want to go, I recommend you go click on the link inside the description below to book a call with me to see if I can help you out. Now, I can't help everybody. That is why we need to do the call, because I have to really be sure and for certain that if I'm going to make you an offer to join this program, because it is very bespoke, we're working together very closely. It is a very like time-intensive kind of relationship, because we got to make sure you know exactly what you need to do in order to go and make the money and get the time freedom that you deserve. So if that's you, I recommend you go ahead and join us by clicking the link inside the description below, booking a call to see if I can help you out. And on the call, just outline what it looks like for us to get started and working together. If it makes sense for you at the moment in time, then we can get started. If it doesn't, no hard feelings. At least I'll point you in the right direction and know exactly where you need to go. So if that's you, I'll see you on the call. If you're not quite ready for the call, that's okay too. I'll see you inside the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon, and take it easy.